Hey guys, happy Sunday. Look what we're doing. Super excited about this. I told you guys I did not have wreaths to go on either side of our beautiful chalkboard we did yesterday. So I was like, I have a laser. Let's just make our own wreaths. So look how cute these are. This is the large one. We have 3 different sizes. This one is 20 inches tall. We have 16 inches and 12 inches, and they're listed on Etsy. We're gonna do 2 of them. I'm excited. This is gonna be cute, I think. Oh, when you guys join, say hello, hit the heart button. Keyword is gonna be ears, because we're doing bunny ears. It's 20 inches tall. Let me mute myself. Hi, my beautiful friend. How are you, Miss Suzanne? Comment ears when you guys join. Hit the heart button, sprinkle, all those good things. Let me just share this into the broadcast channel. Aren't they cute? So these are we're calling it scalloped bunny ear wreath. I think they're super cute. There's holes because we're gonna add like some twine to hang them. And I grabbed a whole bunch of florals. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go with like these together with some different greenery. But look, I just have a bunch of different things. We're also gonna use our shapeable banners. I think this is gonna be adorable. Let me just share this and we're gonna get started. We did our club giveaway today in the VIP group. If you guys missed that, if you're a club member with us, we did that earlier. I was a little late because I was on a call with one of my teamies and I totally lost track of time. But we did it, and then I ran inside and had something quick for lunch because, you know, my days get away from me, apparently. But anyway, I'm Brittany with Tilton Designs. If you see the red live up here, I am live. Otherwise, you're watching the replay, so just comment #replay. Hit the heart button, sprinkle, comment ears. We're gonna do 2 of these. Like I said, they're obviously you would buy one if you want to buy multiple. They're listed as one, you can buy multiple. But this is the 20 inch. We're gonna paint these up. We do have an Etsy sale going on. Mark just did it. It's 20% off through the 11th, I believe. So 2-day sale on all of the brand new ones that are all the brand new cutouts that go with the spring collection transfers. We're also doing something new. We're super excited about this. When you comment ears and check your messenger, you'll learn about it. I was gonna I have a little picture of it. We're doing, we warned you guys about this, but we're gonna be doing mystery bundles. It's an Easter mystery bundle. This is just a little sneak peek because you're not gonna be able to see exactly what it is. But it includes 5 cutouts, 2 transfers, 2 pieces of ribbon, 4 paste singles, 4 color trays, 1 stir stick, 1 mini squeegee. 1 bundle is $48, or you can get 2 for $85. We're only gonna take orders I've got balloons going. We're only gonna take orders for these mystery bundles through March 1st, which I know is a long time. The reason we're doing it this way is because we leave for Cancun on the 24th, so that way you guys can get your orders in, and then once we get back, we're gonna ship them out, but we're gonna go live and do them together if you guys can make it with us. We're gonna try to do it the week of the 9th of March, but I think this is gonna be fun, and we're gonna do them each time we have a new holiday, so I think it'll be a lot of fun. You can see my weight loss. Well, thank you. That's exciting. Hi, Janie. So anyway, if you guys want to learn more about the mystery bundles, comment ears, or if you want to get these, you can also comment ears and all the supplies we're going to use. I'm going to start, I was going to see if I could do them both at the same time. Let me move all my florals. That might help the situation. How is everybody? Thank you for jumping on. I think I'm going to pop this off. I just got real warm all of a sudden. Hi, Terry. How are you? All right, so I'm gonna grab another piece of cardboard so we can try to do these at the same time. So we're gonna use this transfer, and we're gonna do, these are those shapeable banners. These are the smaller ones, not like the big long, but these are bendable. If you guys have never played with these, you know I love them. We're gonna paint them, and then we're gonna just kind of attach them onto here. And you could do something cute like Happy Easter, or I don't know, something else for Easter, but we're gonna do Tilton Designs because we're Tilton Designs, y'all. So, we're gonna use this. This is on sale. This is part of the winter sale, and it's a retired transfer that we brought back. I was gonna use the bigger size E one, the monogram something, but it's too big. So we changed gears. Happy Sunday! All right, so let's start painting these. I'm gonna do something a little bit different. So I'm gonna do, if you watched me do the craft box this month, you may have seen me do this. So I think, is this how I did it? I don't know where my craft box is because I want to redo it. I think I did this color first. My brain, I'm telling you, my brain is broken. Let me see if I can find it. Are you rooting for the Eagles? Well, this is the first year we're not watching the, no, I did taupe first. This is the first year we're not watching the Super Bowl. I just have no interest this year. All right, so we're gonna use vanilla, but we're gonna use taupe first. If you guys don't know what taupe is, it's a color I mix up. It is a bunch of storm and then a little bit of bark, okay? So it gets it to be a really pretty color. I like this color. And we're just gonna paint this on with a sponge brush. Hi, Ron. Hi, Pauline. Isn't it cute? Is ears working? Hopefully. Doesn't my bunny picture look cute there? Wait till you see it up with once I get my bunny ears up there, guys. Like I said, I knew I needed wreaths, and I was like, I'm just gonna make my own. So I came up with it, told Mark, I said, I need these listed. He hasn't been feeling very good, so I took the pictures, sent them to him. I said, get this listed, because he's the price guy. I do everything else, so he does pricing. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Jenny. He does shipping. I'm not saying he doesn't do anything else, but I deal with all the business type things. He does shipping and pricing, so, and all the heavy lifting, of course. I know, it's gonna be adorable. So we're gonna go through, paint this taupe, get it dry. Isn't this a pretty color though? And then we're gonna apply vanilla, and then we're gonna wipe the vanilla off. I know that sounds weird. And then I also wanna add a little bit of some notes of nominee. So we're gonna do the same thing and kind of like rub some nominee on there. You could also use the gilding wax, kind of up to you how you wanna do it. But I'm just going for like a, I don't know, you'll see. You'll see. Just followed a car into my subdivision, Arizona, with a Go Bills sticker on the car. Nice. In my mind, the Bills are in the Super Bowl. But no, for real, we're not. Unfortunately, yeah, we're just not going to watch the Super Bowl. I don't know. Just can't watch another one of those. I understand, like, people that have been Chiefs fans. I know Darcy Foreman, she made a post, and it made sense to me. Like, she's been a Chiefs fan for 50 years, and they went a lot of years without winning. I think it's almost like the Patriots type thing. And it's just when there's so much, I don't know. Whatever you're a fan of, it's great, right? We love our Bills, and so it's just a little heart-wrenching the way their season ended. So I'm just not watching the Super Bowl this year. If we're going to watch a movie. Speaking of, anybody watch any good movies lately? Because we need a good movie. And do you guys know it's National Pizza Day? I did, because Facebook told me. So we're going to have pizza. I make like low-carb pizzas. I use that Joseph's Lavash bread, and I actually get 2 meals out of it because they're pretty big. They're really thin, but they're filling because I put a lot of like toppings on. I either do sauce with fat-free cheese, and then I do turkey pepperoni and then some ham. Or if I want to do like buffalo chicken, I take that Real Good chicken and I put it in the air fryer, put some buffalo on it, and then instead of sauce, I use fat-free blue cheese, spread that on top, put my chicken on, and then my fat-free cheese. And it's so good and filling. So that's what we're gonna have tonight is pizza, because it's National Pizza Day. You're having pizza too? Well, it's the Super Bowl too, so I think that's kind of fitting, I think a lot of people do pizza for the Super Bowl. Pizza and wings, probably. All right, it's gonna take me a minute, but this is gonna be so, so cute. If you're just jumping on, say hello, comment ears. Like I said, we have an Etsy sale going on just for the new items that, like, they go with all the transfers from the spring collection. And then, like I said, we're doing mystery bundles as well. We're only taking orders for those for a limited time. We are taking them through the 1st of March, but it's certain ribbon I have for these bundles, and so we have limited amounts of the ribbon. So that's the only thing that might sell out, and if that's the case, either I'll get different ribbon or I'll just turn it off. So it just depends. So I wouldn't wait to get your order in if you guys are wanting them, but just keep in mind they're not gonna ship before the 1st. These will, but not the mystery bundles. The mystery bundles is something new. I'll post more about that later too, but it is in there. If you comment ears, you'll get the information. How is everybody? Doesn't have to be perfect because I'm gonna go through and kind of sand everything, but it's just gonna take me double the amount of time because we're doing 2, That beautiful gold frame is in my Amazon link. So if you comment ears, check your messenger. At the very bottom is the link to my Amazon link, and it's under surfaces. Isn't it beautiful? We did that yesterday. You're watching now? Awesome. You made sausage and peppers? That sounds good. I'm just not a fan of peppers. I'll eat them in certain things. I don't know, something about peppers. I'm not a fan. I'm also really weird about like onions. I don't know, I'm weird about a lot of things. Condiments, I don't like mayonnaise or mustard. I don't know, I'm a little picky, I guess. My neck is doing pretty good. I was feeling really good like 2 days after I had those injections. And then I don't know if I'm just overdoing it a little bit, but I'm starting to feel a little bit of pain. But they also said that sometimes they can wear off very quickly. So they injected lidocaine. I had 12 shots. They're called trigger point injections. And I had them all across like the bottom of my scalp, my neck, and my top of my back. And they used lidocaine. So he told me the first time they won't use a steroid, but he said maybe the next time he would. He said he doesn't generally like to do it in younger people. And I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if I want steroids. I'm not really a fan of steroids unless they're like really, really necessary. I don't know. But he said if it did help, that sometimes the steroid can help it to last longer. So I don't know. I'm on the fence. Can't eat green ones, but red, orange, and yellow are okay. Yeah, there's certain things I can eat them in, but I'm just not. I'm real picky. I'm real picky. Not as bad as I used to be. I remember when I was a kid, I wouldn't even eat tomato sauce. Like I would eat my spaghetti with butter because I was real weird. This is called, I call this taupe, Tammy. This is what I mix up. It's Storm mixed with bark. A lot of Storm, a little bit of bark. Having hot antipasto squares. Yum. All right, finish getting these painted. And then, like I said, we're going to go over top in vanilla and then kind of rub it off as we go. I don't want it to dry, so I'll just kind of do little bits at a time and then kind of wipe it off, if that makes sense. And we're going to add like some flowers to this. We're going to add some pops of gold, and then we're going to add our little banners on. And like I said, you could put Happy Easter on the banners. You could do one banner and just do, you know, I don't know, spring or kind of whatever you want. But I'm doing two because they're going to go on either side of this, and it's going to say Tilton Designs. You're late to the party. It's just a color I have mixed up, Mary. I call it taupe. It is Storm and Bark. And like I said, just comment ears and you'll get the supply list of everything I'm using, okay? Hi, Pats. How are you? If you guys are just jumping on, say hey, hit the heart button. I might do a giveaway at the end. We'll see. I just did a bunch of giveaways in the VIP group. We also have some exciting things going on this month for people who join our crafting community. So make sure you comment ears for that information. We would love to have you guys. We were talking in our VIP group, I was talking about launch day. So launch day was on the 6th. And I mean, our launch days are always pretty good. You guys always show up for us on launch days, but this might be our best launch day ever. And I was sending out, we have these special things we do for our customers. I'm not going to name what it is because this is our public page, but I was working on these special things that we do for our customers that I send to you in Messenger. You guys know what they are. And I had so many to send. There was like 125 or something. And I was going to make a post afterwards because I was just feeling like very just blessed and just, I don't know, very grateful for our customer base and our crafting community. And so when I was in my VIP group, I just kind of talked about that, like how thankful we are for the customers that we have. And I don't know, it makes me a little bit emotional. We've been doing this now for over 4 years, and like it just gets better and better. We really do have the best customers, team, all of that stuff. Yes, everything was so cute on launch day. All right, we're almost done painting this part. So then we'll get this dry. This is gonna be like our back color. And then we're gonna do some vanilla on top and then add a little bit of nominee as well. Launch day was amazing. It was a very good launch, wasn't it? All right, so then we just have to go up and do the ears really quick. Aw, thank you, Miss Heather. We couldn't do this without you guys, like seriously, we really couldn't. Blows my mind that this is our life and that this is what we get to do every day. And I'm super thankful. It was like Mark, he was playing a game last night. He plays video games sometimes, so he was sitting there doing that while I was sitting in the bedroom on my MacBook doing this thing that I do for our customers. And he's like, why don't you just chill? And I'm like, this is me chilling. I'm sitting here listening to music, doing what I love, you know, sending these to our customers. This is my chill time. This is what I do. Like, I work probably, when the kids aren't home, I would say 90% of the day. I miss Sally. But it's what I love. Like, it really is. And I can remember a time, like, Chalk has brought so much more to me than just, like, obviously it's changed our lives for the better. The fact that Mark and I both, this is what we do for a living now. Like, I was able to quit my job first, then Mark was able to quit his job, and now we have these two, you know, full-time businesses that keep us very busy thanks to our customers. But I can remember a time, You guys know I have 50-50 custody of my children with my ex-husband. And so we do 7 days on, 7 days off. And I can remember when they would leave, they leave every Thursday, and I would just fall apart, you guys. Like I was home because COVID had hit, and so I was a nurse in the school system, and I was just a wreck. Like I was always a wreck when the kids left, but I think once I wasn't working and I didn't have something to do and I was just at home, I would just lay in bed and cry like all day long. And it was just so hard, and I was so unhappy, and Mark was working and I was by myself and my kids weren't with me, and my heart was broken. Let me fill up my water. And then, you know, Chalk came into my life and it changed everything. It changed everything. Like, not just, you know, I don't know. I'm gonna cry. I need to stop talking about this stuff. Thanks for sprinkling. Anyway, I'm a little emotional today, if you can't tell, but it truly has been a huge blessing in more than one way. Obviously, I still miss my kids when they leave. I have times that are harder than others. I think like when it's holidays and stuff, I really struggle. But for the most part, I just work and I stay busy and I love it. Like it's not, people are like, you work too much or you need to take it easy, but this is what I love. So, you know, exactly. It's very therapeutic when my kids aren't with me. That's right. But yeah, I mean, there's times we chill, and then, you know, it's just like vacation. Like people say, well, don't take your work with you. Number one, people say that to you, but then you don't know how many messages I get from people on vacation. Like we'll leave for a trip and somebody will message me, well, I know you're on vacation, but okay, you want me to chill on vacation, then you're messaging me. But really, I don't care. I work when I'm on vacation. I love what I do. So exactly, Teresa. All right, we're gonna get these dry. They'll go from shiny to matte, and then we're gonna just go ahead and apply some vanilla over top and then use a paper towel to rub it off. I am trying for the first time. We found a blue slush Alani. They're pretty good. I like it, but the pink slush is still my favorite. That's right, you do you. We were talking earlier about, we have a VIP member of the month and that we pull every month. It's somebody who contributes to our page or our group. Like they comment, they hit the heart button, all those things. And we were talking about how when people are watching your videos and they don't comment or they don't share or they don't hit the heart button, that it hurts you. Like if you're watching and you're not doing anything, it truly hurts the person more than anything. So just so you guys are aware, if you do watch crafters videos and you're trying to help them out, just hit the heart button, say a couple words, and it really does help them out. We leave the 24th of February and we come back on the 1st. That's exactly right, Mary. Chalk was my reason. That's right, it does. Yeah, when you love what you do, you won't work a day in your life. I still wake up every day super excited. Like I check my email and see, you know, how many orders we have, or if we got a new team member, or a new perks member, a new club member. And it's just the best thing ever. So, hi Miss Nancy, how are you? All right, we're almost dry. This one I think is 100% dry. This one's pretty close. Hi Miss Gloria and Tina. And what's weird is once people that were comment and say things or heart, more people jump on. It grows. Isn't that crazy? Aren't they so cute? Yeah, so there's 3 sizes. 20 inch, that's these, 16 inch and 12 inch. You need a vacation, I know. I'm excited for some sun. That's what I'm excited for. I feel like I haven't seen the sun in, what's that word, 3 damn days or something. Is that how it goes? Kid Rock. We just talked about this like a couple weeks ago, I can remember. Who knows? Hi, Miss Donna, happy Sunday. All right. Hi, Miss Debbie. Didn't it turn out so pretty? All right, so we're gonna grab vanilla, and I'm gonna use a sponge brush to apply this, but then I'm gonna take a paper towel and kind of rub it off as I go, because I still wanna be able to see the taupe underneath. I really need to get some new sponge brushes, you guys. Yeah, thank you, Miss Teresa. All right, so we're gonna start here, I think, and I'm just gonna apply this. I'm just gonna paint it on like I normally would. Again, doesn't have to be perfect because I'm gonna kind of rub it off anyway. And then we're also gonna kind of sand around too. You'll see kind of the effect that we're gonna get here in a minute. You can also do this with like our gel stains. There's plenty of different ways you could do this. Mostly a silent watcher, but I always rate your live with 5 stars. Well, thank you so much. Hi, Miss Sharon, welcome. You look like a new name. See, then I tell people to say stuff when we get new people out of the woodwork. Oh, I know, the ice and snow has been terrible. All right, I'm gonna take a paper towel and I'm just gonna kind of rub it See, it's already started to dry quite a bit, so that's probably partially, I probably should have rubbed it off quicker. So usually I apply it and then wipe it right off. So see, this is kind of what I'm going for. You can kind of rub it more or less. See how pretty that is? So I'm gonna apply little bits of the vanilla and then I'm gonna rub it off a little bit quicker this time. So we'll just kind of rub it on and then, or paint it on and then rub it off. Thanks, Miss Suzanne. Aren't these cute, you guys? I am a big fan. I think these are really cute. I was on Pinterest last night and I was like, I just want to make, I don't have any like spring wreaths that are going to work for in my office. So I was looking up ideas and I was like, oh my gosh, I have a laser machine. Why don't I just cut some? Like what was I thinking? This one right here or this one? This is vanilla. This is one that I've mixed up that is, I call it taupe, but it's storm mixed with bark. A lot of storm, a little bit of bark. Yep, what I just said. So it doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to go through and kind of sand it. But see, this is just kind of what I'm going for. Can you guys see that? So we're painting on vanilla, wiping it off. I just saw somebody say, hey, Miss Katie, you're new here. Do you ever crackle a project? I do, Miss Sherry. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Are you new to our page or new to chalk? In general. Rub on, rub off. That's right. And it always like turns out just a little bit different. I like how it looks. This was actually like a happy accident. Mark had done a project where he used a baby wipe, which you can use a baby wipe too, but I feel like it takes too much off. I do the baby wipe when I'm doing usually like the gel stain, but with this, I just kind of like the effect it gives with the paper towel. Kind of like a rustic look, exactly. Exactly. And again, you can rub as hard as you want or, you know, leave it on. But look how cute that is. Isn't that cute? I like it. I like the look too. So then we're gonna go the whole way around. And then like I said, we're gonna do a little bit of nominee too. I haven't done this yet, but I think it'll add just a little something, something. A little something, something. And I kind of go in the direction of like how the cutout goes, if that makes sense. Like I just kind of, like when I did the ears, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? This is the 20-inch tall one. This is the biggest one. I wanted it bigger, but I had to think in relation to our boxes. Because if you place an order over $35 on our Etsy site, you get free shipping. And so if we're shipping huge boxes for free, we're gonna be losing a lot of money. So Mark's like, you gotta simmer down just a little bit. But if it was up to me, I probably would have done a little bit bigger. All right, so we're almost done with this one. I like this look too. I think this is super cute. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I was excited to do this project. I've been meaning to do it for a few hours, but like I said, I had that giveaway and then I was on the phone, so I just lose track of time. Anybody else like that? I came out here at, I think it was like 11 o'clock, and I told Mark I was coming out to go live, and at one point he messaged me and I'm like, I'm on the phone. And he's like, oh, okay. Anyway, anybody else like that? Just lose track of time. I asked you guys, anybody seen any good movies? Mark and I want to watch a good movie tonight. We're opting out of the Super Bowl this year, so we need a good movie to watch. All right, I think that's good for this one. So there's that one. Isn't that cute? And now we're gonna go ahead and do this one. And then I am gonna add a little bit of nominee as well. I'm actually gonna test it up at the top because right here we're gonna put flowers. So I'm gonna see how I feel, what I feel like. Welcome to your world, yeah. I've been living in this world for a while. I get it. So just paint on, rub off. I'm actually gonna grab a new paper towel. I think it's really pretty. I like it a lot. It would look good with like a lot of different colors too. Like obviously you don't just have to use the colors I'm using, but we finished Outer Banks. I've never watched that. Mark watched it at one point, but I have never watched it. I've been watching Night Agent. Mark and I watched, excuse me, I keep getting the hiccups. Mark and I started Night Agent together, but you guys know, if you've been following us for a while, that Mark is terrible about watching shows in its entirety. So now I'm watching it by myself. But it's really not often that I'm watching TV alone, so I haven't really watched a lot of it. Hi, Miss Sue. Netflix has some good movies out. I'll have to check it out. I haven't really looked at Netflix other than to watch Night Agent, but I saw there was a lot of new stuff coming. All right, just work our way around these. The Night Agent, is that the one you're talking about, Tracy? It is good, isn't it? It always helps when the actor's kind of cute too, you know. Just finished season 2. Yeah, I'm only on season 1. I definitely would have been probably on season 2 if it wasn't for Mark. He really messes up my TV watching experience. Do you think that if you did this in reverse with vanilla first, would it work? Probably, but it wouldn't look, like it would look a little bit different, you know? Like it wouldn't, I don't know, we'll have to try that sometime. Like obviously it wouldn't look exactly the same because it would be the opposite, right? But it would still be, I think it would still look good. All right, finish up this ear, and then we just have to finish going around the scallops. I love Sweet Magnolias. Is there a new season out? I'll have to watch that, but that's another one I watch for myself. Mark doesn't watch like a lot of chick flicks, although he does love 90 Day Fiancé. That's one thing that him and I can binge watch, and I really usually don't have much of an issue of him getting sick of it, although lately he's been like, let's take a break from this and watch something else. But yeah, 90 Day Fiancé is like our guilty pleasure. That's just something I can just watch and just, it's one of those things that you can just, you don't really have to think about it. Like it's just a bunch of drama and it's just, you know, I don't know, junk TV, I guess. Mark is terrible about finishing anything. Like he really is. I don't know what it is, Renee. He just, anytime we watch a show, it's so hard to get him to finish it. I don't know what it is. I don't know. There's some shows that we can watch, you know, all the way through without an issue, but a lot of the time he just, I don't know. Something about it. I'm not sure. Gives me a headache. I think the new Wednesday, does it really, Donna? We liked that show. We watched that with Parker and Sophie. The Wednesday series, that was good. With Jenna Ortega. I liked that. The kids and I have been watching this show called Geek Girl. It's really cute. I think it's like, I don't even think it's PG. Like it's really like, it's a good like family type show, but it's about like this girl who is a geek and she like becomes a model, but it's cute. She cracks me up. She says sugar cookies instead of swearing. She cracks me up. I love when she says sugar cookies. Don't want to watch the Super Bowl, but Layla wants to see Beyonce. Yeah. We are opting out this year. First year, we won't be watching it, but I won't miss it. I know that. All right, almost done with this part, and then I'm just gonna add a little bit of nominee. And then we're also gonna paint our banners as well, just to kind of grunge them up too. You're excited? Me too. I didn't even know that was coming out already. I didn't think that was coming out until like October or something. Just kind of wiping it off the sides too. I will go back through and kind of sand. As you guys know, I always do that, but I'm just kind of going through and wiping the sides as I go. Last little bit for vanilla. Ooh. My husband and I cannot watch TV together unless it's news. He's in the room, the other room. Yeah, right? For the most, I mean, we can watch things together. He's just so bad about finishing it. And it seems like he used to be like really good at like starting a project and finishing it. And now he's, I don't know if it's like his age, but it's weird because his dad isn't like that. Like his dad gets projects done. So I don't know what it is with him, but he like doesn't finish. Like he'll start a project and then like he'll have to take a break for a while. And it drives me nuts because I want to finish the project. You know what I mean? Oh, I liked Virgin River too. I haven't watched that in a while. Okay, so this is what we have. How cute. I'm going to test a little area because like I said, we're going to put flowers here. But I'm going to take my nominee, which is a metallic. And I think I'm going to take a paper towel. You saw it advertised on Netflix. Well, if it was on Netflix, I would think it's true. But I'm going to dip it in my nominee. And then I'm just going to kind of see how I feel. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Maybe if I try one of my little dry brushes. Like I said, all this area is going to be kind of hidden by my flower. So I'm just testing it to see if I want to add the nominee or just not worry about it. I'm the type of person that can't watch more than one show. So if I start a series, I watch it until it's done. See, I like that though. I like that. I could deal with that, Katie. I don't know. Should I add the nominee in little bits all over or just leave it as is? What do you guys think? My husband played for the Eagles in the early 80s. No way, Brenda. What's your husband's name? That's so cool. I imagine his last name's Torrey. Of course, I didn't really know anybody in the 80s that played football, but that is awesome. He has a championship ring. What do we think? Nominee, no nominee? While we decide on that, let's start painting our banners really quick. So these are the shapeable banners. These ones are the short ones, so they're 4.5 by 13.5 inches. Leave as is, that's what I was thinking. Do nominee. Katie, you're just obsessed with nominee, so you would be all about it regardless. Maybe around the edges, that's what I was thinking. I don't know, we'll have to think it through a little bit. But try a sponge. I don't have sponges. I have a board eraser. All right, let's paint these up. So they're like a natural kind of color, but I'm gonna take vanilla and just kind of, not paint it perfectly because I do wanna be able to see some of this brown through it. You're the odd one out. That's okay. You're not the only one. Carrie said too. I'm gonna try just adding it around the edges with of the scallop and see how I feel about that. And then we'll go from there. But I'm gonna take a sponge brush and I'm gonna take my vanilla and we're just gonna brush this on like real haphazardly. I don't want this to be fully covered. I'm gonna have some of this show through here. We've done this before when we did a Christmas type project. So some spots are gonna be darker than others, but that's just kind of what I'm going for there. You're with her? Yeah, I don't know yet. I gotta see how I feel. I don't love it like the way I applied it with the paper towel, but maybe if I try it a different way, we'll see. I like the idea of having some nominee in there because of the gold chalkboard. So that was like kind of the reason why I wanted to incorporate that a little bit. All right, so there's one banner. Let's do our other one. These are really cool because like I said, you can bend them, you know, shape them. That's why they're called shapeable banners. Thanks for the hearts. I asked in my VIP group, but what are your guys' thoughts on the mystery bundles? We're gonna do one each time there's a new holiday. So we'll do like Easter, then we'll do like patriotic, I don't know, the big holidays. So like, we'll probably do like Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Halloween, Thanksgiving, you know, those kinds of things. But it'll be a mystery, so you're not gonna know what it is. Like we'll tell you what's in it, but you're not gonna see what it is. I will tell you, like the transfers aren't ones that like you run the risk of having the whole thing because it's like a part of a transfer, if that makes sense. Like there's a mini and then there's another part of a transfer that's like cut apart. And then 4-page singles, 5 different cutouts. I don't know, I think it's gonna be really cool. Rub and buff would work better to get the gold on. I don't even know what that is. What is rub and buff? Where did you get the chalkboard? It's in my Amazon link, Debbie. So comments. Ears, check your messenger. Maybe we can do Mother's Day. When is Mother's Day this year? It's usually in May, right? I'm sure we could do a Mother's Day one. Not sure about Father's Day. Probably fathers really wouldn't care about that, but hi, Miss Susan. All right, so there is our banners. Those are gonna go in the center. And then I'm gonna try a little something different with our nominee and see if I wanna add it. Hi, Miss Darcy. All right. Yeah, got it from Amazon. So, like I said, we're testing out this small area because this is where my flowers are gonna be on my ear wreath things. I'm trying to decide if I wanna add some nominee around. I wonder if I have these other dry brushes. If I kind of like dip it in and kind of offload maybe, and then just kind of, see, I think I like that. Always the second Sunday of May, is it? See, right here? I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna be happy with that. It's not gonna go on everywhere, just in certain spots. So the people that wanted nominee, we're doing it, but just in little spots. I just want it like kind of around. I'm just kind of offloading it. I got way too much right there. And then just kind of, you know, applying it in certain, I like that. I think I'm happy with this. How about just the ears? Nope, we're already all in. But no, I like it. We're gonna go around the ears too. I wanted to incorporate the gold because of my chalkboard that's back there. And it's kind of a part of my theme this year, I guess. So we're going all in. I like it. And it just gives it a little sparkle. May 11th, okay. Yes, Katie says. Gives it a little something, something, right? I'm happy with it. I like that. I like it a lot. Yeah, I don't know what Rub and Buff is. Never even heard of that. And then for these, I'm just gonna kind of add it, kind of going up the whole part of the ear. Just gives it a little sparkle sparkle. These little dry brushes are pretty awesome. These are in my Amazon link. They're the Distress Ink ones. Oh, it's like the gilding wax. I see. Yeah, so I do have that too. I just decided I wanted to use nominee for this particular project. But yes, we do have lots of colors of the gilding wax too. I like that. Look at that pretty. Ignore this part, it's gonna be covered. That was our test. That was our test spot. I really, really like this. This dry brush was just what I needed. Because it doesn't like apply it everywhere. It just gives it some streakiness. I like that. Okay, let me move that one. We'll bring in the next one. Yes, comment ears. My Amazon list is at the very bottom, like Katie said. So just kind of going around all the scallops here. I'm like really into like, I don't know, like the scallop design and like bows and just like really girly. I don't know, I'm all about it right now. As you can tell, like all my cups have like little bows on them. I just think it's so cute. So cute. Again, just kind of offloading and just kind of rubbing this all around. Must have had a lot that time. There we go. And then just go up the ears a little bit. I I like that. You're not on the bow bandwagon? I am. I'm like going hard on the bows. I love it. It's like my favorite thing right now. I am a fan. There, I think I like that. I'm trying to decide if I just want to go all in and just kind of go everywhere. Like just a little bit. You can still see the white through there, but I'm just kind of, I don't know, I just went all in, I guess. Yeah, we're trying some different things, right? You can't do the same thing all the time. There, I like it. I think I am happy with that. Darcy, I'm just ignoring your comment. But you go, girl. You support your team. That's right. I know, I'm glad I did nominee too. I was on the fence, but now I'm like just kind of adding it everywhere because I like how it looks. And then we're gonna go ahead and dry our banners, and then we're gonna chalk on them. And like I said, you can use our letter fonts to do any words you want, but we're gonna do Tilton Designs since it's gonna be behind me. You figured as much. Yeah, you know. I still love you. No worries. All right, so now I'm gonna close this up and throw this over here. What I'm gonna do next is just take an 80 grit and sand around to get the, like where I chopped, where I got paint all over on the inside. Is that gold? Yeah, it's nominee. Yep. We just added some of that kind of everywhere. So I'm just kind of going around the edges, getting some of that excess off. Doesn't it look good? I like it a lot. Yeah, it's metallic. You could also use our Dixie Belle gilding wax. That would also be good. But I just wanted to use the nominee. I guess the outer part doesn't matter too much because a lot of it's just nominee around there. But I am gonna do the ears really quick. How much snow did you guys get? We got quite a bit last night. I'm so glad I was able to get the rabbit chubbies. I know, yeah. So if you place a $75 order on my website, you can still get those bunny chubbies for free with that exclusive transfer while supplies last, because the bunnies did sell out on their own, but they had some in reserve for the free gift. So if you guys are still wanting those, just comment ears. We have a lot of awesome things going on this month for our launch. So just comment ears for all that info. I think that turned out really pretty. Look it. I like that. I am gonna take my 80 grit and just kind of go over the top and just kind of, I think it's gonna like blend it a little bit better, if that makes sense. Like that. Pretty. It's got 3 layers on there, but I think that looks really cute. So there's our first one. Then I'm just gonna go around this one again and just go around the center. I love these. What do you guys think? I think it's cute. Katie likes it. I gotta get out some new 80 grit. These are like feeling a little, hi Miss Stephanie, how are you? Feeling a little old. They don't have much grit left to them, I guess. I'm trying to make myself not buy anything new, like no new clothes for vacation, because number one, I'm losing weight. Number 2, I have a ton of dresses. So I did buy myself some new swim cover-ups and some new sandals because my husband put my Birkenstocks in the dishwasher, in case you guys missed that one. Not sure what he was thinking with that one. But, so I did buy some new Birkenstocks, but, you know, I needed them anyway, so I guess I can thank him for washing my... Oh, my goodness. I could not believe that when he did that. I was like, Mark, really? Yes, comment ears. Okay, I think that these are adorable. So imagine these, once we get our flowers on them and all that good stuff. I'm gonna wipe all my sawdust into the trash. And we're gonna start working on, I think we'll start, let's add our flowers first, I think. Or actually, I might add my twine first. I'm trying to decide what twine I wanna use. I think I'll use this stuff. I found this the other day at Michael's. It's just like a white twine, cream twine. I think we'll use that. So we're gonna use this to hang. I don't know how long I want this yet. 81 in South Carolina. That sounds wonderful. Yeah, he put my Birkenstocks in the dishwasher. So I went to Florida with my team, as you guys know, for leadership. And my Birkenstocks, they're just like the plastic black Birkenstocks. They're my favorite. I wear them all the time. In fact, they're right here. I wear them out here with my socks when I come out to the building, and then I put my slippers on. So he washed them, and you can see that they're like faded now. And yeah, so he put these in the dishwasher because they were in with my mousse, and my mousse like leaked all over my suitcase. So they had sticky stuff on them, I guess, and he thought he was being smart by putting them in the dishwasher. Exactly, Darcy. Why? Why would he? I don't know. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Judy. Yeah, men. I don't know. Where would he have gotten the idea to put shoes in the dishwasher? I don't know. That's my husband. Okay. I think I'm going to use this twine. So I'm just going to go ahead and tie these onto the back. Yeah, hilarious, huh? And they like kind of shrunk so they don't fit my feet the way they used to. He's like, how could they have shrunk? I'm like, they did. I'm telling you, they do not fit my feet like they did. Ugh. Mark, I'm telling you, only a man. Exactly. Exactly. All right, let me look here. I want to see. So these hooks are obviously going to go up higher. Ah! Come back, twine. I'm trying to decide how long I want to make this. So I want them to hang like right there. So I don't need this to be very long. So, whoop. So I'm trying to pull everything with me. I know, they think they're helping. Exactly. Ugh. All you had to do was like wipe them with a, and I was so tired because I had gotten up at 3:30 that morning. So I was like laying down, chilling, and I wasn't even thinking, but like, I could have just wiped them with like a baby wipe. I don't know, you know, whatever. All right, so we're just gonna do a little hanger. It doesn't need to be long. Take this through here. The heat for drying can shrink them. Exactly. But he's like, no, there's no way they shrunk. Mark, they shrunk. I'm not making it up. They do not fit my feet the same. He's like, you just want to buy new Birkenstocks. No, they seriously shrunk. They don't fit my feet the same. And they were my favorite. Like I wear those constantly, even in the winter with my socks. I know, Tammy. I was so happy for him. I cried happy tears. I was so happy for him. All right, so there's the hanger. Let's do our other one, and then we're gonna add our flowers, and then we're gonna chalk our banners. He tried. Yeah, he tried. Whatever. I got new Birkenstocks. And they were on sale, so I got a pair of white ones, and I got a pair of cream ones. So I was excited about that. It's a Mark thing because your husband's name is Mark. Could be. Oh, I don't know. Whatever. If you guys are just joining, comment ears. These are listed on Etsy. Like I said, we have 3 different sizes. I think these are super cute. So many different things you could do with these. I want to make sure these are about the same length. So let's do girl measuring here. This Mark would be like, that's not the way you measure, but it works for me. It's gotten me by so far. Yeah, I think he was taking a nap. He hasn't been feeling very good, so he's been kind of taking it easy today. He doesn't know if it's something he ate. or what, but he has not felt the best. I think I want it right about there. Are you putting a picture in the middle? No, we're putting a banner in the middle and flowers. You'll see. It's going to be so cute. This is it's called Scalloped Bunny Ear Wreath. Okay. So there's our two. Let me see how close I got. Pretty close. It'll be all right. He's up and in the comments. What did he say? I didn't see it. Is he here? He is. Because they're knockoffs. They're not knockoffs. They're Birkenstocks. Let me show you. He's so full of it. Look. Birkenstock. They're not knockoffs. Goodness sakes. He is up. He's in the comments causing a ruckus. All right, there is that. Mark, did you like how I measured my twine? I didn't get them perfect, but you'll just have to hang the hooks accordingly. Okay, we painted our shapeable banners. These are on my chalk site if you guys missed that part. We're just gonna make sure these are super dry. Oh, yeah, you're okay. Yeah, this is the 20-inch tall ones. These are almost dry. And then, like I said, we're going to use our, what is this called? Farmhouse letterboard font. It's on sale. I think it's like 11 bucks. And these are $33 retail for a size B. But they're 11 bucks if you're a Perks member or a designer. Did you see we got rid of Matthew Smiley? No, I did not see that. He was our special teams coordinator for the Bills. Interesting. So we painted these in vanilla in case you guys missed that. So they come like this brown color, and then we kind of painted them. And I know it sounds weird because these are like a fabric. They're like kind of like a heavy burlap. If you guys ordered like any of our new placemats or table runners, or there's one other thing, napkins, it's kind of similar to this material. And I know it seems weird to sand material, but I am going to take a 220 grit to this and just kind of smooth it out so that we get nice crisp lines when we go to chalk our letters. Oh, just like that. And then I am going to wax as well. The wax will kind of fill in any like gaps I may have as I throw it on the floor. So that when we go to chalk it, we get nice crisp lines. And like I said, I'm gonna do Tilton designs on mine because they're gonna go on either side of this chalkboard. Hi, Miss Sandy. So we're gonna grab some surface wax. I don't think I put this in the cart link. I think I forgot. So if you need surface wax, you can always add that to your cart. We're just gonna add a little bit of wax. And like I said, the like logical thing to do would be put Happy Easter, but I was like, it's gonna go behind me. So we're gonna do Tilton designs. It's gonna be custom. So we're gonna grab, I don't need to fuzz because we're putting it onto fabric. So I'm just gonna grab all my letters I need. So we need a T. I don't know if all these are even cut apart. Mucinex is helping, that's good. That's the worst when you feel congested and yucky. So I like to keep my backer sheet all in one piece. So we're just gonna cut. I'll just put them on my shirt for now. Normally you would fuzz if you were putting it onto like a hard surface. Can definitely tell the difference of the new silk screens. Exactly, I know. The new ones are so much better, aren't they? So we need an L. Looks like I used an L already. I already have the T. We need an O and an N. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Hope you're having a great weekend. O. N. I guess we'll start there, then we'll come back and do designs. All right, so I'm just gonna space these out. You could use like placement tape. Actually, I might use some placement tape just to make sure I keep them straight. I really wanted to use those bigger letters because I thought that it would work better, but I didn't think that they were gonna fit on there. But I think these will be okay. So I'm just gonna grab some placement tape. This is also on my website, but we're just gonna put this down so that I can put them all right up against this line so that way I know they're straight. How did I just do that? I just had it where I wanted it. I just want it to be in the center, so I want it to sit like right about there. So we have our tape down. And then I'm just gonna start placing them how I think, and then I can always move them. I have had a cough and sinus infection for a month. Oh man, doc gave you antibiotics. That's not fun. I'm gonna cut this eye down a little bit. It has like a weird thing on the end. Hope you feel better. The puppy bowl, I've never washed that. That's cute. And then the L. Like I said, I'm just gonna get them on there, and then I know I'm gonna need to move them. I need something to be in place of the T, so I'm just gonna grab the A for right now. Just to be the placeholder, because we need another T. And then we need the O. Definitely need to move it to the right a little bit. But it's close. It's very close. Very close. Look how close I got. So we're just gonna shift it to the right just a little bit. And I'm actually just gonna start with the N and work my way back, I think. I think that'll be good. This is very scientific. There's different ways you can do this, obviously. Like, I'm not doing it by any means, you know, perfectly or anything. We're just gonna chalk our N. So here's a question. Do I use nominee or do I use espresso? That part I haven't decided. So espresso or nominee? What do you guys think? Sounds like you might need a harder antibiotic then, huh, Donna? That's not fun. I'm undecided because, I don't know, I was thinking nominee too. I know. All right, that's 2 espresso, 2 nominee. I'm trying to see, I was gonna see what the next one was. Nominee was the next one, so we're gonna go with nominee. We'll chalk it, and if it's not dark enough, we can always do the other, but I think it'll be good. So just press that through our silk screen. I am gonna need the N again because I need that for designs. Where's my lid? Oh, I think that'll be good. So there's our N. I don't use bark anymore. I haven't used bark since espresso came out. Espresso is my only brown. I love espresso. Bark I use when I make taupe. I add that to my storm. But I haven't tried taupe with espresso, so I'm not sure how I would feel about that. All right, so then we need our O. I did wax this, but only because I painted it, Tammy. If you weren't painting it, you wouldn't need to. But I like the nominee on there with the vanilla. So we'll just get this dry. I think that's good. And then we're just gonna line up our O and throw our quick dry tool on the floor because we do that every day. And then we're just gonna kind of space these out. Like I said, I have my placement tape here to give me an idea of where I need to be. There's no, like I said, there is probably a more scientific way to do this, but for me, this is just the best way for me to do it. Does it always get perfectly in the center? No. Am I okay with that? Yes. I am okay with that. Press it through, get our excess off. We don't need the O again. So we'll just push this one over here so we can clean it. Changing your vote to nominee. Well, that's good because it's already down. Get our O dry. And then we need a T. Thank you so much for the stars, Miss Susan. One of the things I like about chocolate shortage is you can be creative and do your design. Exactly. So true. Hi, Miss Tammy. I'm so excited to add the flowers to this, to these wreaths. I'm excited. Okay, let's do our T. I have these all stuck together and I tore some of that off. I probably should separate these quick. It's probably not a good idea. I don't actually need the A. I was just using that as a placeholder. All right, T. Give me a T. So I'm just spacing it out a tiny bit from the other letter. About there, I think. And then we'll chalk that. Whatever works and gets the job done. That's right. When I first started with chalk, I was terrified of letters. I was like, whatever, I'm not even using them. But you can personalize things and, you know, just go for it. If it's not perfect, it's still one of a kind. You created it, and that's the beauty of it, right? That's the beauty of it. So we're gonna need that T again. So we have ton. Be close to the middle. But I can also always, like these banners, you can kind of shape, so I can kind of make it look like it's center, even if it's off a little bit. Once I saw the end, I had to change my vote, right? I don't know, nominee, I love nominee. It's one of my favorites. You guys know I went hard for that one to be a permanent color, so I'm super glad it is. And we're dry. So we need an L. Got a hair, 2 hairs on this. And then we'll just line this up. The placement tape really does help to like make sure that they're all at least uniform in that way. You know what I just realized? Do you guys know what I just realized? So I'm showing you something, right? So it's okay. But remember when I hit my $1 million in sales and they made me a transfer that said Tilton Designs on it? I literally could have used that. Look. So they made us a special transfer with our logo on it. You know how perfect that was? I could have just used this. But I'm showing you how to line up things. So it's worth it, right? Hi, Miss Laura. Anyway, I just looked back there and I was like, you know what? I could have used that. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. All right, get this dry, then we gotta do our eye, and then we gotta do the other one. We're gonna do designs on that one. Yeah, you thought of my transfer. Well, I'm glad you did, because I didn't. But I'm showing you this transfer because you can get it for 11 bucks. It's on major sale. Since you painted the banner, do you wax before you use the letters? Yes, ma'am. Yep, I said that a couple times. Maybe you didn't hear me. But yes, because I painted it, you do want to wax. That way you don't pull any of that off. All right, line that up. Do our eye really quick. Use the transfer for the word design. Yeah, I could, but it's okay. It'll be uniform. It'll be the same font, whatever I'm trying to say. That's right. I just want to hang out with you. You were wondering why I didn't use it? Teresa, why didn't you say that at the beginning? No, it's fine. I'm showing you how to use a font transfer. It's all good. And then we're going to use our T again. I'm not even going to clean this. It'll be all right. I'm not going to stress about it. Just going to dry our eye, and then we'll add our T. We got it pretty close to the center. It's a little bit more to the right than the left, but got it pretty close. And then we'll just line up our last letter right here. I'll try to cheat it to the left just a little bit too. Right there. All right, last letter for this one. And then we'll peel this up. I could have cheated it more, but it's pretty good. We got it pretty close. A little bit too far this way, but that's okay. So there's one. I don't need that T again. Now we're gonna do our next banner. So we can just pull our tape off. I probably can actually use this again. So there's Tilton. And then we're gonna do designs. So I'm just gonna use the same piece of tape if I can. I just got it stuck together. There we go. Grab the D. Let's see. Let's just hold this. right about there. So then we'll just put our tape down. Like so. That's not straight. Did I wax this one, guys? I think I waxed them both at the same time, didn't I? I think I did. Right there. And then we can just pull that off. All right, so now we need the D. We need an E. I didn't use an E yet. Where is it? It's right there in front of me. Hey, you do you. That's right. That's right. You're learning something new. And then we need an S. I have the I. We need a G. And I have the N. So I gotta cut my G. There. So this one's gonna be what? One more letter? D-E-S-I-G-N-S. Yeah, one more letter. Oh my goodness. Like I said, this is just my way I do it. I just kind of figure out about how I need to have it. I'm gonna have to use that one twice. I need something kind of thin for my eye. Let's just use this J really quick. And then the N, we'll just use this. No, that's not right. G. Now I can't even spell. Do you guys see that? And then this will actually be the N, but I already used that one and it's dirty, so I'm not gonna put that on here. I'm just trying to make sure my spacing's pretty close to where I want it to be. Like I said, this is not like a super valid way to do it, but it's pretty good. We're gonna move it to the right just a little bit, but then if I do that, maybe we'll just leave it as it is because, yeah, we're just gonna leave it as it is because last time I moved it to the left a little bit and then it got a little off center. So let's just grab the S and we'll start there. How about it? Yeah, comment ears when you guys jump on, hit the heart button, all those good things. We're gonna start with our S right there. And I'm just gonna pull the rest off for right now. Very scientific of me, I know. Okay, have our S. Hi, Miss Nico. I feel like you were here already, unless that was my other live. I don't know. All right, there's the first S. We need that one more time. Then we'll dry this. And then we need the N. Thanks for sticking it out with me, guys. I'll pull somebody for Happy Meal at the end since this one's been a little bit longer. I don't even know how long we've been live. I'm spelling designs. Chilton Designs. That's dry. So now we'll do our N. Like I said, you could definitely do like Happy Easter, whatever you wanted, but we're just gonna do this because it's gonna be behind me. So it'll be good. Press it through, get your excess off. You guys know the drill. Unless you're new, and if you are new, let us know where you're watching from. We would love to welcome you. I'm Brittany and we're from Western New York. All right, we're done with our N. And you just clean all these transfers, you guys. They're reusable over and over again. Just clean them with tap water and a board eraser. Oh, okay, I thought you were here at one point. And then we need the G. Wouldn't it be funny if I spelled it wrong because I'm going backwards? Funny, but not funny. All right. We don't need that one. All right. That's right, right? D-E-S-I-G, yes. I'm making sure I'm spelling it right. Oh my goodness. All right, G. I feel like we're on Wheel of Fortune. Give me a G. Pat. We do love new watchers. So there's the G. That would be funny, I know. Hilarious. It just doesn't look right because we're going the opposite way, I guess. And then we need I, right? I. I just feel so hard today. Spelling should not be this hard. I'm thinking I may need to get some of those banners. I'm really liking to look at them. I know, I love them too. You have a warped mind. We all do. That's all right. That's why you fit in around here, Teresa. All right, we need the I. Just space it and then put it on our line here. And then we need another S after this. I keep not getting that one little corner, so I just lay it back down carefully and just re-chalk it. There we go. See, I missed that corner too, but that's okay. And that little part of my G wasn't dry. I smudged it a little bit. But we're doing good. Now we need an S, and then we need the D and the E. We're almost done with this part, and then we're gonna add our flowers and make our wreaths super pretty. If you guys are just joining, we're doing these super cute scalloped bunny wreath ears. Bunny ears, wreath, I don't know. Anyway, it's gonna be great. Okay, need our S again. What are you spelling? Designs. Tilton Designs. Okay. I feel like we got this one closer to the center. So that's an A for effort right there, in my opinion. And we just need the D and the E. Just drying in between, because if I lay that over top, it can peel some of that up. You don't want that to happen. You just figured it out. I should have just let you guys guess what I was spelling. Huh. All right. And then we need the E. This is turning out so cute. Once we add, like I have my floral, so we have some green, and then I have some like kind of ivory color that'll match the vanilla, and then I have like a little pop of pink. I think it's gonna be so cute. All right, last letter. I'm just throwing all those on a mat, and then I'll clean those when I'm done. And I'm literally just gonna kind of like shape them a little bit, and then I'm gonna kind of glue them. And I'll shape them and then just kind of glue them on the sides. I made sure that these were a good enough size that these would fit, so I could glue them on. I did wreaths for Christmas, and I didn't even do anything. I literally just kind of like wove them into the greenery, and that works too. I know, going backwards, I know. I feel like if I go backwards, I have a better, I don't know, that could be part of that could be my head. But I feel like I have a better chance of making it even. I think we did a pretty good job with this one. Still might be a little bit too far to the left, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, last letter. After this, I'm gonna do another video of the craft box. I'm gonna do another version of it. I think it's super cute. And like I said, if you guys are just jumping on, we also are doing something new called mystery boxes, and they're gonna be, we're doing an Easter one. And we're taking orders for a few weeks, and then we're gonna do them together in, I don't know, sometime in March. I keep wanting to say May. Game's on. Yeah, we're not watching this year, so 104 of you are at least watching me still. All right, so there's our two banners. See that? Tilton Designs. So now let's bring back our wreaths, and we're gonna add, I'm gonna actually set these over here so that can dry. The only thing that needs to dry is the tea. But I'm gonna use, hold on, let me grab them. I grabbed some different florals. I know I wanna use, I have ones that I wanna use for the center. So, I think what I'm gonna do, the mystery box, one is $48, or you can get 2 for $85. All right, so I'm gonna trim these down. Let me grab my cutters here. I like these big peonies. I don't even know where I got these, but I'm gonna use this for the center. So I'm just gonna trim it right down like that. And this is gonna go right there in the center. Like that. And then I thought to put these ones next to it. Can I just pull this off? No, it's glued. So my thought was to do it like this, and then kind of add some other greenery kind of coming out the sides. I don't love these. Yeah, pull that off. Is there more info on the mystery box anywhere? Yes, comment ears, check your messenger, and there's a link to it and it'll tell you all the information. So this is what I'm thinking. Have these kind of in the back, and then have this one here. And then I thought some of these would be kind of pretty hanging from the sides, along with maybe some of this. What do we think? 2 for $85. Are they different from each other? No, but sometimes people, like family members, want to do, you know, some together, because we're going to do them live together. So that's why we did 2. Yeah, I like that. That's what we're going to do. All right, so we're going to start gluing stuff down. Where do we find info in the mystery box? Comment, ears, check your messenger, and it's in there, okay? All right, we're just going to glue these down. And use the glue stick. Oh, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you, Margaret. All right, we're gonna glue this down. Come on, glue stick, you can do it. So we're just gonna glue that one down, hold it there for a second. Hi, Barbara. And then I need to trim this. I don't like the way these are popped up. Where do I keep putting my cutters? Right there. Trim that little nub down a little bit. I don't want it to fall apart, but I don't want it to be popped up like that. All right, so then this one's gonna go right here. I love peonies too. They're my favorite. I love peonies. So pretty. These ones, these white ones actually are in my Amazon link. These ones are really pretty too. And then we'll do this one right next to it. Oh, this is turning out so cute. I love when an idea in my head comes the way I want. Comes to fruition. I'm all about it. There is a little bit of pink on these too. And then we're just gonna take some of these other like greenery pieces. These I actually got at Dollar General. And I'm just going to kind of glue them up underneath. I think I'll just, maybe I should have done that first. Peonies are my favorite. I have them all across the front of my house. Oh, that's awesome. I wish I could keep flowers alive. I can't keep flowers alive. I wish I could. I wish I could. All right, we're just kind of popping that behind there. Sorry, I think you've actually said it before, but where did you get the bigger pink flowers? These bigger ones, I don't remember. I want to say Michael's, but I'm not positive, Nico. I'm not positive. I kind of get stuff everywhere, so it's hard for me to remember where I get things from. Should I add these little pink things or just leave the green? What are your thoughts, guys? Let me add the other side here. This is so cute. I don't need to buy no wreaths. I can just make my own. You dug up some from your mom's. I'm hoping they come back. Aw, I just wish I could keep them alive. I wish I could keep anything alive. I am a busy lady today. You're right. We're busy, busy women. Running a chalk empire. Gotta stay busy, you know. Yes, we think yes? Okay. We'll add it on. Just kind of holding this here for a second. This is so cute. Add the pink. Will do. So I think what I'll do is just maybe finish this one and then I'll finish the other one and then I'll hang them up and take a picture for later. That way you guys don't have to stay here and watch me do this part unless you want to. If you want to stay and hang out with me, then you can. Peonies are hard to kill. Well, listen, girl, I can kill a succulent. So what's that tell you? What are you trying to prove here, Sally? I have the world's biggest black thumb ever. I've seen them at Michael's not too long ago. Yeah, I just got these hydrangeas from Michael's and these. I think those are really pretty. All right, and then I need another one of these. See, this one has some of these pretty, look at these. We're gonna add a couple of these in too. See that? That's pretty. We'll just kind of shove this one up in there. There we go. Didn't I just cut one off or was that in my head? Must have been in my head. Same with me, I look at live indoor plants and they droop. Yeah, exactly. I've never had a cactus, so not sure if I would kill that, but I probably would. Oh, it's terrible. My mom, now that she's a little bit older, she's been doing, she has a little bit more like green stuff in her yard. She used to have a black thumb too, but now she's got a little bit. I don't know, so maybe there's hope for me yet. We'll see. We will see. All right, and then let's add one of those other little pieces, and then this one will be done other than we gotta add our banner. This is so cute, you guys. I'm a big fan. Kind of put some of that greenery in the front. Yeah, just shove it in there. Look it! Isn't that precious? This one right here is hanging a little bit too low for my liking. I'm gonna actually, oh look who showed up. I'm gonna trim this one down a little bit. It's a little too long. What's up, Buttercup? How are you feeling? Look at my creation. I'm so proud. My grandma had the most beautiful flowers and vegetable garden. Yeah, my grandma had a ton of flowers too. My uncle was a big part of that. He would help, but I've just never been, it's never been my thing. I've just never been able to keep anything alive. And Mark's not a gardener either, so I just stuck my finger in that hot glue. It didn't feel very good. Freaking adorable. I like it, Nico. Look it. All right, let's add our banner. And you guys tell me if you want to stay and hang out while I finish the other one, or I can just finish the live and post it later. Or I'm just going to kind of shape this up a little bit. Like I said, these are like, what is that? Like wired, so that you can, you know, kind of shape them and all that good stuff. Good. I know, right? He's so proud of me.
Is it like a fox?
Mark, don't make me mad. He said, is it a fox? Did you guys hear him? Is it a fox? Get out of here with that nonsense. Come say hello to the people instead of standing there all weird.
Okay, I got my boots on.
You got your boots on, take them off.
Someone wants to see my other mug.
Yes, they do.
What is this?
What is what? That was my lunch, but I didn't eat much of it. think I'm gonna do it like that, and then I'm just gonna glue the corners. I need another glue stick. Finish. I'm watching while I cook. Well, hey, what are you cooking? Maybe we're gonna come over. Katie, come over and see your new kitchen and you can cook for us. Isn't it so cute? You guys, I'm proud of this one. I'm proud. Like I told you yesterday, I was like, I need wreaths for behind me, and I don't have any. I really like how these turned out. I really, really do. Got a little bit too crazy with the hot glue right there, though. Isn't it cute? Ah.
I'm all bundled up. It's cold out there.
See what I did? I did taupe. Don't do that.
Oh,
he always does that. Stop it. Look what I did. Stop. Look what I did.
Touch that for a little bit.
Look what I did.
Sorry, what?
I did taupe, and then I did nominee, and I kind of rubbed it off. And then I took a dry brush, and I put nominee on top. Wait, I just said that wrong. Vanilla, rubbed it off. Then I took nominee and kind of used a dry brush, and then kind of sanded it. Didn't it turn out cool? Except I got real crazy with this hot glue.
Yeah, you're getting a little crazy.
Spaghetti, come on over. Hey.
Is it gluten-free?
Is it gluten-free, Katie? Dairy-free? we'll be over. But can you make sure it's allergy-friendly, please? I keep losing comments. Oh, that's weird. All right, there is number one. Let me get my glue things off of it. So these are on Etsy. Look how cute it is. It's going to be so cute. Look. Oh my gosh. You guys. Mark, we got to get these up so we can hang them. All right, let's do our next one. If you guys want to leave, you can, but we're going to do the second one. Katie wants to hang out with me, so we'll hang out. You had spaghetti too, but it's National Pizza Day. You got to have pizza. All right, we're going to grab our second one. Like I said, if you guys do stick around, we'll pull somebody for some Happy Mail. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Let's do our next one here. I'm so excited about this. It's like a proud mama moment. Just so proud of myself. Behave, I know. You'll hang out with the girls? Awesome. We'll be happy to have you, Miss Kathy. And Christine and Miss Betty. For me and Betty, we're pretending that the Bills are in the Super Bowl. You had pizza for lunch? Well, there you go. Bye, Brenda. Have a good day. Thank you so much, Sue. All right, and then we're going to use our two smaller peonies. I'm assuming, are these peonies? They look a little bit different in the center. Maybe they're not. I told you guys, I have a black thumb, so I have no idea. Thanks, Miss Marsha. And we'll just pop these two off. Way better than football. Hey, I'll take it. Unless it's Bills football. Bills football. It's a different story. Oh, I gotta trim this little thing down a little bit more. All right. Where did you get the flowers? So these ones right here in my Amazon link. This one, I've had them for a while. I want to say Michael's, but I'm not 100% positive. Michael's, or for some reason what's sticking in my head is the Target dollar spot. I feel like in the spring last year, but I'm not positive. Yeah, I know. Like, look what I made. Look what I can do. You guys ever watch that? What is that, Stuart from Saturday Night Live? Look what I can do. So proud. So proud. All right. Glue this guy down. And then we're going to add our greenery in. Use Alfredo sauce. Yeah, tomato allergy. Mark can't do a lot of tomato either. He's not allergic, but my Bill's little people are on the mantle. There you go. I'm gonna hang while I make butter, lemon, garlic chicken bites with Parmesan cheese linguine. I'll come to your house, Nico. Mark can't come though, because yours probably isn't gluten-free or dairy-free since it's Parmesan. You know, I'm a Pat fan, we all know how that went, but I do say the Bills should have won the game against the Chiefs for real. Yeah, let's not start talking about that tonight, because I had some people, I lost a follower because of that. It's okay though. I'm invested and now I gotta see it through. Well, thank you. All right, then let's grab our greenery here. pop off 2 pieces of this. Oh, there's one of those. I love this. I think this turned out so good. Not a fan. Oh, not a fan of Alfredo sauce. Is there like any kind of pizza you like? Carla, are you the one with the tomato allergy? Is that what we're talking about? Do you like, is there a type of pizza you will eat? Just curious. Just curious. All right, so kind of glue this up underneath of here. Make it a mess. This didn't get long enough. Oh yeah, it did. There we go. The noodles are gluten-free. Oh my goodness! Look at that, Nico. Do you have celiac? Or you just do gluten-free? All right, and then this piece is gonna go over here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I think that this was well worth it. This turned out so cute. I'm loving it. Chicken bacon ranch pizza. There you go. All right, and then we need 2 of these, and then we used one of these little guys. And then, do I have another one of those? I do. Right here. All right, last little bits, and then we'll just glue our last banner on, and then we'll have Mark kind of help me with these hooks, and we'll hang them up because it's gonna be precious. Oh, thank you, Heather. You're awesome too. I am moving fast. We're on a mission now that I know how I'm doing it. Not really sure, just now know that normal pasta and things with the oops, I just combined 2 messages. Not really sure, just now that normal pasta and things with gluten really upset my stomach. Oh, I see, I gotcha. Thanks, Suzanne. I don't care for pizza with ranch or Alfredo sauce, I just don't eat pizza. It's okay, probably better for my sugar anyway. True, you're probably right. All right, last pieces. Mark, usually I make him like a white pizza sauce because he can't do a lot of tomato. Once in a while he will, but if you put sauce on, like it's like a very tiny little bit, not much at all.
Are you gonna move those up
Yeah.
again?
So we're just gonna kind of shape our designs one.
I think probably where those were.
I want them to be like up a little higher. Like there.
Well, we gotta go in the groove. So
Yeah, right there.
Hole in the way up there.
Yep. I think so. Go back down one. Sorry. I'm a pain. This is what I do every time he hangs anything.
We move stuff, we end up with holes everywhere.
I know. We try to stay in the grooves of our shiplap. Try to go down one. Let me see what it looks like.
Well, there's already a hole right there.
I don't know if I like it that low though. But like there, yeah. Like that.
Sure.
Yep.
Only do it once.
Yep. Sold. Thanks, Miss Debbie. I just realized my hair looks really bad in the back. I curled it, but then if I sleep on it and I don't fix it in the morning, my back of my hair looks pretty darn messy. All right, let's glue these down. How much space did I have? That's close. Just glue these down quick. Yeah, I like it higher too. I like a white margarita pizza without the tomato slices. Yeah, I like garlic pizza a lot. But I make my own like healthier version now. So I just do, you know, everything low cal kind of thing. Chicken speedies, that sounds good.
Is that tape measure in there?
This is what I like, he measures. So it's all, what am I trying to say? Straight. Yeah, white garlic pizza is the bomb. We actually get it. So we have a grocery store by us called Wegmans, And Betty, maybe you've had this, but they have the white garlic pizza, but they have like actual big cloves of garlic on it, and it's so good. It's really good pizza. These turn out so cute. Like I said, comment ears so you can grab them. We do have an Etsy sale going on the new cutouts that go with the transfers. This got a little bit too high and a little bit crooked. Brittany, what did you do? I gotta fix that. So we have the Etsy sale going on 20% through the 11th. And then we also are taking mystery bundle orders. We're doing it for like till the 1st. So like 3 weeks. But yeah, just eyeball it. Thank you so much, Miss Debbie. All right, I think that's good. Look at, no, it's crooked. Brittany, what are you doing? There we go.
You made the strings the exact same length?
Well, he said, did you make the strings the exact same length? Well, yeah, we did. We did, girl, measuring. They're gonna be perfect, Mark. Don't question it. You guys ready for this? Oh, that's crooked.
Bad.
That is crooked.
Terribly crooked.
What did I do? Hold on.
Not even close.
I just...
Is that the girl measuring you're talking about?
Yes. I don't know what's happening. What did I do, Mark? Is that right?
Hold it up like this. You can
No.
see it. Does it look straight?
No. I got lots of strings.
Oh, goodness.
Right there? Is that
It's hard
okay?
to tell when it's down flat because it's on the...
Right there. We're fixing it.
Probably just because your letters are so crooked.
Stop it. My letters aren't crooked. They may not be in the
I don't know why
center.
you didn't use that transfer.
But they're not. I know. I said that afterwards. And I gotta fix this. This is gonna bother me. Give me 1 second. I just gotta rub on a little bit of something right here because I pulled some of that off with the glue. So I'm just gonna grab some vanilla and just kind of rub it on quick. Why does Facebook kick you off live? Oh, I don't know. That's weird. Just gonna use a little bit of vanilla on there, and then you won't even know.
You sure it's nice and straight though?
Hush! Why do you question me so much?
Because we just hung in it? Was that like a 45-degree angle?
It was not at a 45-degree angle. That's a little bit overkill. Little bit overkill. Aren't they so cute? I'm loving them. All right, let's see. Is that better? Let me get the glue strings off.
What's up?
It's a little, that one's a little higher, I think, unless it's just the angle I'm at.
It's pretty close. That banner's so crooked. But...
Oh my gosh!
No, the heights from back here looks pretty close.
Does it?
Yeah, it looks alright.
See? Girl measuring. What do you guys think?
Keep putting that banner on crooked.
What is
Just
happening?
leave it. Don't play with it up there.
No, I have to. Pulling everything off. Like, can't get it straight.
It's because you gotta lift to like the bottom right corner or something. If you're trying to move the angle. You're pivoting on 2 points.
Pivoting on 2 points.
No, you can't do that.
Why can't I? Don't
You're
tell
looking at
me.
it, you're forcing it down and it's not working because these two are hooked.
Yeah?
So it's got to be lowered a little bit with it or something, but just fix it after. I don't
No,
know
it's
why
good.
you're doing
Right there.
it. Okay,
That looks good.
Okay.
Why do you question me?
whatever. Because you keep putting it on.
Have I ever steered you wrong? Look it. It's perfection. Not really. Hold on, people.
This is what I deal with, folks. Good job, honey. Look what she can try to do.
Look what I can do. What do you guys think?
They're good, though.
I
It's
think
good.
that's adorable. What do we think? I'm just gonna go like this. Cute, right? What do you think? Can you guys read Tilton Designs from there? I can't even tell. What do we think though? I think they're adorable. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'm gonna pull somebody for some Happy Mail because you guys stuck it out with me for a while. Let's see who we can give something to. Aren't they cute, guys? Yeah, I was still live. I am still live. We're gonna go with, let's go with Carol Traskell. Send me a message with your email and mailing address. And like I said, you guys, comment ears, order your mystery bundles. Like I said, we may end up running out just because I don't know if I'm gonna have enough ribbon, but we'll decide if we wanna order more or what we're gonna do, if we have to get a different kind or whatever. But also those are on Etsy and we have the Etsy sale going on. Plus we still have that bunny tail bundle that you can get for free with these super cute bunnies. And this when you place an $85 order on our chalk site. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. We will see you guys probably tomorrow, okay? Take care. Thanks for watching. Let us know if you have any questions.